everyone. My name is cs50x and I would like to introduce you my final project of cs50x course called Spectrum. My professional field is digital signal processing and communication, so I decided to make a program that can take time domain signal and calculate power spectrum of that signal. Okay, let's have a look. Before I show you my project, I have to generate a test signal. So this is MATLAB, and I have two scripts here, um, create signal and save signal. Let's run that script, and we can see cosine signal, and we can confirm that it's cosine signal. And now I save that signal to cos.txt file, and I can see that file in my current folder. So now I have to take that file and put it to my project folder in cs50 IDE. So now I can test my program. And I run my program, and here you can see max and min of power spectrum in dB and scaling factors for making image. And in project folder you can see the spec.txt file. This is samples of power spectrum of my signal, but it's not so useful and understandable. That's why I decided to add BMP file here, and if I open my spec.bmp file, I can see my spectrum, and here I see two peaks, so it's normal spectrum for cosine signal, and I can understand that my program works correctly. So let's look at my program, my code. This is main functions where I check numbers of arguments, and after that I have to load my signal, and I use function load. I will show that function a little bit later. After that I restore my signal to array, and after that here I calculate power spectrum of that signal, and use dB for that signal. And after that I use function write to file and BMP maker for creating txt and BMP files. So let's have a look at functions.c file. First function is load, and I don't know how many samples in my cos.txt file, so I decided to use linked list to load that samples, and concurrently I calculate numbers of that samples and return it as struct to spectrum.c file. And in function.h we can see struct of that linked list, where you can find amplitude and pointer to next sample, and here struct for returning to main function. Next function in functions.c is unload functions, and here I free memory after restoring my samples to array. Next function is write to file, where I create spec.txt file and sample by sample write my spectrum to that file. And last file that I would like to show, it's BMP maker, where I take my spectrum array, and first of all I have to find max and min values. After that I have to scale that values according of number of rows in my image, and here I can make my image using black or white pixels. So this is my final project. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye.